So, today we're going to be talking about optimizing your Google Merchant Center feed for success. So, I'll basically go over how to optimize your shopping feed, a little bit about what plugins you can use to make sure that all your products get approved when you put your products through Merchant Center, how to optimize your product titles, product descriptions, and any extra tips as well on top of that. So, why should you optimize your Merchant Center shopping feed? Well, you get increased visibility in Google Shopping and your Google Shopping campaigns, especially on Performance Max. You get high click through rates, improved sales and conversions, enhanced customer engagement and click through rate, as well as increased chances of purchase. So, how do you create a shopping feed inside Merchant Center? Well, there's multiple ways. The first way is actually the manual way. You can actually go into Merchant Center and add each product one by one, add all the product attributes, add the GTINs and the barcodes. You can do that manually. I only recommend that if you have a small number of SKUs and products. Otherwise, it'd been quite troublesome. The main ways that we do it is using a plugin called Simprosys Google Shopping Feed, which is a paid shopping feed app, which has a lot of functionality and makes getting your products approved much easier, as well as the Google and YouTube sales channel, which is free and it is native inside Shopify. You may have issues sometimes with products getting approved, but nowadays this app is quite good and it's been improved greatly over the years. All WordPress plugins, if you're using WordPress as your backend, Product Feed Pro for WooCommerce is a good one. Check that one out and you should do well. We prefer to use plugins instead of manually adding products into the shopping feed as it makes the whole process much easier. And in rare situations where you have few products, like I mentioned, you can get away with adding products manually as there is much more control without too much effort. So this is what the Simprosys Google Shopping feed looks like. It does start at $4.99 a month, has good reviews. The functionality is good. You can watch their YouTube videos to see how to use it and what options they have. There's a lot of things you can change there, and it makes changing stuff in your shopping feed much easier. So, some key settings inside this plugin. Using the first variant only. We only want to be advertising one variant at a time because we don't want to flood the shopping results with the same product but in different sizes. This ensures all your products get an adequate showing on the shopping results. You can also add Google and Facebook purchase conversion tracking, which is a great tool to have, especially when you're trying to make sure your conversion tracking is accurate as possible. It'll also dynamically adds your conversion value, so the purchase value into the conversion value columns in Google, as well as the conversion value column in Facebook. It also makes creating multiple feeds for different regions easier, and you can easily add shipping details and promotions inside this Shopify app. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube going into more detail about this plugin, but I won't go into this one. So, optimizing your product titles. Some tips here. Make sure to include your most relevant keywords for the product here. Keep it under 70 characters and avoid any unnecessary information. We want to make it as simple as possible for the user to understand what the product is, what the size is, what the color is, and all that. We don't want them to be guessing what the product is. So, there's some examples here. Apparel, the recommended structure is brand plus gender plus product type plus any attributes, whether it's color, size, and material. So for an example, Owen's men's t-shirt, 100% cotton, red, size small. And then another example will be for hard goods, brand plus product plus attributes, size, weight, quantity, IKEA double bed, 180 by 200 cm, white oak wood. So you can pause the video here and have a look at some guidelines on how to name your product titles. Next, writing compelling product descriptions. This is another important one. So some tips here. You got to highlight your key features and benefits. Use bullet points for readability if possible. Make sure you include target keywords naturally. Be detailed. Provide comprehensive information about your products, including the features and benefits. Highlight unique selling points. So make sure you outline what sets you apart from your competitors. Focus on benefits here. Explain how the product solves a problem or enhances the customer's life. Also, regularly update content. Keep descriptions current with any product changes or new features, and incorporate a call to action. Encourage potential buyers to take the next step, like shop now or order today. So in the product description, you can pretty much add as much information as you want. When users go through and read the description, it's really important to outline your USPs here. That will make the user want to click onto your website and explore further. Another one, use high quality images. So some tips here, use high resolution images, showcase your products from multiple angles, follow Google's image guidelines, and make sure you use proper lighting. Natural light is ideal, but if it's not available, use soft, artificial lighting to reduce harsh shadows and showcase product details clearly. Use a natural neutral background. A plain white or neutral background focuses attention on the product and meets platform guidelines. And make sure you ensure that high resolution again. Use resolution images to maintain clarity and detail, especially for zooming in on e-commerce platforms. And also make sure you highlight your key features in your product. Focus on close-ups of specific features or textures that set the product apart, giving customers a more tangible sense of the item. So, for example, if you're selling, let's say, a baby formula, maybe you're zooming in on a part of the can that outlines a main USP of the baby formula. So sometimes doing things like that will help improve click-through rate. Effective use of product attributes. Some tips here. Specify attributes like size, color, material, and gender. Match attributes accurately to improve search relevance. Use custom labels to target specific audiences or promotions. And leverage unique product identifiers. So these are your GTINs, your MPNs, and your brand names to distinguish your products and improve visibility, especially for branded items. You can usually get these unique product identifiers from your manufacturer. Make sure you also highlight your size and age group for your apparel. This makes sure Google can show your ads to the right people. Apparel items should include specific sizes, fits, and age groups to ensure customers find exactly what they need. You're basically giving the Google algorithm as much information as possible, and using the right bidding strategy, the ads will only show for your target market. Optimizing for mobile. So ensure your images and descriptions look clear on mobile. Keep critical details in the first few lines of text, and you make sure you front load key information. Place the most important details like your brand and product type at the beginning of the titles and descriptions to capture attention quickly on mobile. Test for mobile compatibility across devices and simplify pricing and promotions. Make pricing and any discounts highly visible and easy to read on mobile devices to encourage clicks and conversions. And here's a case study on optimizing shopping feeds. This is the before, 6.58 ROAS in July, and after 8.64x after implementing shopping feed optimizations. That's all I have for this one. If you need any more information, any of these points, feel free to comment below and I'll answer them as best as possible. Cheers.